Hello everyone, Untitled, welcome to another mod overview, this time on sockets. A mod that simply adds in the ability for you to apply certain gems to diamond tier tools and armor. So, I have tested with anything lower than diamond and it doesn't work, like iron and wood, and I have tried with netherite and nothing there. So you can tell that just by holding the actual gem with my mouse, you can see that there is a actual sort of circle socket slot there. Let's get rid of the rain. And what this allows you to do is obviously put in any type of gem in the socket. So you've got a diamond gem, which gives 1 damage and 1 protection, which is made from a block of diamond and more diamonds. An emerald gem, which gives more experience on ore breaking, which is emerald and emerald blocks. You've got the enchantable gem, which enchants the gem and its socket shall be as well enchanted, which I think you can make. I'm just trying to think. You can use it, but I don't remember how you get it. You've got the lapis gem, which adds 1 fortune. So you've got that, and there is only 1 socket slot, so you are going to have to be particular on what you use. The ruby gem, which is a block of ruby and rubies, which you can get from the ore. And the sapphire one is for looting capabilities, which is just itself and the block. So we'll go over the ores first and see what we can actually use to harvest these. So we'll just try wood, just because why not? Because you never know. Yep, so that actually works, surprisingly. But I'm assuming they're not going to be that accessible to actually find, but we'll actually check Welgen later. We'll cover though otherwise the socket remover, which is just made with any gem and an anvil, and you pretty much just, once you already have a thing that's got a socket on it, you can't actually get it off. So I can try as much as I want and I just can't get it off. I can try swapping them, it's not going to do anything, so you do have to use the remover to actually remove the socket. So there's that. So I'm assuming maybe it'll be expanded, because there is obviously 4 slots here, unless it's for just considering as a extra if you have multiple things you are removing sockets for and you just happen to leave them in here. For the most part, I think you can't put anything there, so no one always wants the first slot there, so I'm not too sure what the case is there then. But yeah, so let's go through each of these of course and see how much a difference makes with these gems. So we'll go with damage, which I'll get a diamond sword for, of course. So we'll put a gem on there, and I'm assuming we'll have 8 damage. So let's see, what's something that usually has 8 health? A sheep, I think? That's usually 8 health from memory. So if we just do this, completely defeated in 1 hit, and if we remove it, and then test, we'll see the difference, because I don't have a health mod on me. Yeah, so it actually does. Yeah. So there's that. So it actually does increase the damage to the equivalent of what I think netherite is 8 from memory? Yes. Okay, so it pretty much brings it in line with netherite there. So there's that, and then protection, if we wanted to put it on the armor. So let's see, so we just do this and put on the boots. It doesn't change it on the armor bar. So it just makes us more protected there. So if we wanted to put more gems on, we could. So that's that. So that's cool. So just remove this then. Actually, we don't really need that anymore, so that's fine. We'll just get a new one. Alrighty. So we also don't need those, so we'll move on from that. Next, we have obviously the more XP on ore breaking. So if we do this. We'll actually test without, and we'll just go with, say, something like lapis and redstone or something. So let's see, so if we mine it normally, we've got a little bit there, and if we go with the gem on it, we'll see how much of a difference we get. Yes, it actually is giving us quite a bit more, surprisingly, than I thought it would. So that is quite a difference. So we'll just rip this off then. Remove that. I'm assuming that when you put it on others, it shouldn't be too bad. It will still affect your actions, so it doesn't have to be on the pick, I assume. It could be on the armor. That's just a guess, though. So we've got enchant full. So if we do this, we'll put on the sword, for example. So enchanted by the enchantful gem. So I don't think that's going to do anything on its own. Maybe you have to put an enchantment on the tool, and then maybe it'll upgrade it or something? Or it'll just give a random enchantment, I guess, when interacting with stuff? I'm not too sure. We'll actually cover that one later, just in case. We've got Fortune, of course, which if we... Actually, we already had Lapis. We'll go with Redstone, just in case for something different. And so we'll get, what, 5, 10... We're still getting kind of what you typically do with Redstone. 18, 23... so maybe I guess a slight better chance. On occasion, maybe. Unless I'm really missing something here. I might be. It maybe does or doesn't work. We'll actually try with a typical pick and see what the actual drop rate is. Because I think it's about 4 or 5, usually even. So that's what, 4 or 5 consistently. Yeah, so it's not really doing that much different as far as I can tell here, because it's either Fortune 1, so the chance isn't that common, or it's just more likely to give you 5 than 4, I assume, is probably the point here. I don't know, I've never really used Fortune 1, so that can be my only guess. Next we have auto smelting, which we just put on here. Not really much point with the redstone, of course. Better if we do it with some iron or gold ore. We'll then get an ingot, or are supposed to at least. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, so maybe I'll just rip it off and then try again. Okay, so mining, like so. Socket on. Yep, so not really getting that to happen. I'm not too sure what the case is there. Let's see. And we'll try looting. Whoops, actually that's supposed to be on the sword. Probably works, but not the intended way, of course. So we'll go with looting here. And we'll go with, I don't know, a spider or something. Actually with the skeletons, I guess, because why not? I mean, it is looting 1, so it's not going to do the most to it, but we'll see if we can get anything of interest here. I'm not hoping for a skull or anything, but I just want to see, since they obviously do matter quite a bit with looting being useful for them. So not much there. Health potion because I'm going to need it. I've got a sword, that's something I guess. Which happens on occasion, I think. No, I don't think we're going to get much. But we are maybe just getting more bones and more coal, so that's something I guess. But yeah, it seems to be pretty much it. I guess there is also the charged gem, which is possible lightning strikes, so we'll just do that before checking the actual stuff. I actually just got rid of the mob. Oops. Okay, so we'll just get, say, I don't know, a creeper and see if we can get them charged or something, which is obviously going to be dangerous in itself. But if you wanted to, I guess you could try that and make him a charged creeper instead of having to rely on thunder to happen otherwise. Unless I'm getting it to happen. Okay, so we'll actually do this without weather too and see if it's also possible. Unless it starts the rain or so, which it doesn't seem to be. Nope. Not really having that much luck there. It probably does work, it's just I'm not getting something from it. So yeah. Otherwise though, that's pretty much it. We'll test the take a look, I mean, at the ores and see how they generate in the world. We'll remove you because I don't want you to explode. will bother me while I'm building the portal. It's a bit higher than usual, but it'll do. That'll work, and here we go. So we'll find out what the actual common, I guess, vein sizes and commonness of it spawning in the world is, dimension is. So we've still got the typical there. What are we looking for? We're looking for sockets. We're looking for these two, aren't we? So, take a look. Let's see, nothing out of the ordinary there. I guess it may be more lava or certain other aspects. Okay, so we've got some ruby here, and maybe some sapphire somewhat nearby. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Nothing? Some quartz, but that's about the closest I'm finding. Alrighty. Probably does generate, it's just I'm not able to find it here, it seems. Oh well. And they're probably uncommon or rare. Otherwise, you can enable or disable the generation of the ruby or sapphire ores. You can change the enchantful dungeon chance, so you find that in a dungeon chest, rather than making it like the others. You've got the chargeable gem drops from the specified mob in the loot modifier. I'm assuming that's for the chance of it to drop from them, compared to just finding a dungeon chest, and not that when you use it? Is that the case? I'm not sure. You've got lightning chance with the chargeable gem. You've got enabling all tools to be verifiable, I assume, instead of just diamonds. Makes all tools verifiable, have one slot overridden by such and such. Oh, okay, so you can also specify them as well for those that have sockets too. Verifiable or armor. Yeah, and then there's this. So let's see. You've got map of registry integer pairs, sorry, adds the integer value as the number of sockets to a given item. So maximum of 4, but 1 is the default, and you just add which weapon or armor or tool or something that you want it to have sockets and be compatible, and you can add up to 4 instead of just the 1. So that's why there's the 4 there. Okay, so the crossbow and the bow can also work besides just diamond tiered stuff. So that's cool. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye. Just get a gem and test that, and that does seem to be the case. So I can actually, in fact, add these to them. Nice.